Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Chidi from the Ultimate Guide Group, your go-to place for all things adulting. Today we're going to go into the 6 side hustles that we would recommend for 2022. So if you're interested, make sure you like this video, comment down below, subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, and let's get into it. So today we want to go through 6 side hustles that we would recommend in 2022. I know a lot of people are on the wave of quit your job, start your business. You don't want to work for the man, you want to work for yourself. And while I appreciate that it's important that you have multiple streams of income, like your salary should not just be your only source of income, at the same time it's not always feasible for somebody just to be able to quit their job, and actually you need to keep your salary position while you're working on your side hustle, in the hope that your side hustle could become your full-time hustle, or your side hustle will just stay as your side hustle. And so these are some of the ideas that you can put into place if you are interested in starting a side hustle in 2022. Number 1, tutoring. So for those who may not have followed my story, you may not have known that I was a tutor for a lot of my time at university, through law school, and when I started my training contract. I tutored mainly law, and so I did all of the law modules that you study for your undergrad. I also did LPC once I finished the LPC, and it was super easy. I would get paid about £35 to £40 an hour, and once I had started and qualified as a lawyer, I was actually earning about £50 to £60 per hour. And it is super low cost because you already have the knowledge. Well, you've paid for the degree, but you already have the knowledge. You really only need an internet connection, a computer, a decent webcam, and obviously the knowledge. And what's great about it is that it's remote, so you can do it all over the world. I tutored while I was in Nigeria, while I was in Thailand, while I was in Korea, Singapore, and all of the individuals I was tutoring were in England. You just had to work out the time that worked for both of you, and it was super easy for me. For those who may be interested in tutoring law, I tutored with Bloomsbury Law Tutors. Definitely would recommend them. They were super easy, the application process was pretty streamlined, and I got a lot of recommendations and clients through them. There are loads of websites where you can teach people English, and I'll leave them down in the description box if you're interested. Number 2 is being a virtual assistant. So it's kind of what it says on the tin. You are an assistant for an individual, and it's all virtual. One of the great things about this, again, is that it is remote, and if you work with time zones well enough, you can actually do it in a way that is incredibly beneficial to you. So if you're a virtual assistant who is based in England and you're working with somebody in the US, you basically have 8 hours while they're asleep to cover off all of the various different things that they may want to be done by the time it is that they wake up. Or it could be that you're in the exact same time zone, and so it's useful for them to be able to communicate with you back and forth. There are a number of people who may not need a virtual assistant for full time, so 5 days a week, 365 days of a year. It might just be that they need you for a day, and you just need to clear off all of their life admin tasks, like for you to do their food shopping, for you to book in like an MOT with their doctor, for you to book in like a dentist appointment, etc. If you are looking for a virtual assistant role, is reach out to your favorite creators, those who are most likely to be monetized, so they have a bit of spare and disposable cash, and you can see that they're on the up. And it might be that you just reach out to them and say, hey, I'll be more than happy for me to kind of cover off looking at your emails, or respond to anybody that's emailed you, or carry out any of your life admin. And when you reach out, obviously make sure that you're reaching out in a way that makes sense. So send over your CV and perhaps suggest that you can trial it for a day, and then if that is useful, then you know that you have somebody that you can use going forward. I definitely feel that I'm getting to that point when I will definitely need a virtual assistant. I'm actually pulling together a job description for a virtual assistant for that specific purpose, so definitely stay tuned. Following on from that, number 3, content creation. So we all know that social media as it stands right now is completely blowing up. The ability for you to make money online is literally unparalleled. There are YouTube channels popping up all over the shop, Instagram pages, TikTok, Pinterest. There is so much that is happening as it stands right now. One of the main things that takes a lot of time for content creators is editing, scripting, taking good photos and all of that kind of stuff. They can have the idea, but it might be difficult for them to be able to execute. And again, you can be a video editor, you can be a Reels editor, a TikTok video editor, you can be a graphic designer, you can create somebody's logo, somebody's thumbnail for their YouTube video, like pull together the description box information and all the links that they need, search engine optimization for their YouTube videos. You can do caption writing, you can do copywriting and articles for their blog. There are so many different things that you can help content creators right now, and some of them will be at the point where they're like, you know what, it's actually easier for me just to outsource this. So reach out to some of your favorite content creators for them to be able to utilize your services. We're getting to that point where we need video editors, we need somebody to cover off the Instagram posts that we make, the captions and all of that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. And in relation to the content creation and the virtual assistant, social media management, we are constantly on our phones and we are constantly on Instagram. And what I didn't realize is that there are a number of individuals and a number of businesses that didn't grow up with Instagram, that didn't grow up with Facebook. And so the things that come intuitively to us don't come intuitively to them. So I actually had a call with the founders of Inspiring Tomorrow's Leaders. I'll leave a link to their Instagram down below. And we went through the basics of Instagram. So stories, SEO, so search engine optimization, hashtags, tagging people, a general audit of their page. And there are things that I just knew because I have been watching quite a lot of YouTube videos, I've been listening to a number of podcasts, and I'm doing it for the Ultimate Guide group. And if you haven't yet followed us on our Instagram page, make sure you do so. I'll give some time. Make sure you follow us. And there's a way in which you can do that for a number of different businesses that haven't yet been able to properly optimize or capitalize on their social media presence. And it's using information that you already have and is completely second nature to you to help another business. So again, I would reach out to your favorite businesses that don't really have a social media presence or an online presence and offer your expertise. Number 6, deliveries. So a number of my friends do Amazon deliveries or Uber Eats or Deliveroo or Get It. There's so many different places that you can actually utilize, be able to utilize your car and be able to make extra money on the side. There's not too much to talk about in that instance. You literally just apply as you would normally, and that's one way that you can make extra streams of income, and also it's completely dependent on your schedule. And number 6, property sourcing. Their property strategists, and we'll leave their podcast down below along with their Instagram profile, did a really great post on this, and we'll leave the post here. And this is how you can create another source of income through property sourcing. It's a really simple way that you can create a lot of money and additional income for yourself without having to actually spend your own money. I know a number of us will just mindlessly be scrolling on Zoopla, scrolling on Rightmove, and actually find deals that are very good, but you just don't have the capital, you don't have the money to be able to do so. And so what you can do to help another individual out is provide that knowledge and that deal for them and pay a premium for you being able to provide that deal to them. This obviously requires you to have a little bit of knowledge about the property market and access to high net worth individuals, but you can find that through going to conferences, going to networking events. We do have another video which is how to get on the property ladder in your 20s, and so we suggest that you go and watch that video. We also put together this reel which talks about how it is that you can get into property investing. So once you get the knowledge, the access to high net worth individuals, a property sourcing business may be the right thing for you. And that's it, that's the end of the video. If there are any side hustles that you would recommend anybody try with little to no money, please leave that down below in the comments. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like it, comment down below, share this with anybody who might find this useful, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.